Welcome to My The Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. Welcome to My The Asshole Podcast. It is Sunday. It is fun day. It is not Monday. My goodness. We got our boy in the house. You know what it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is, baby. Our boy back in the stew.
Yes, sir.
How's it been, Rig 4? How's the week?
The week's been pretty good, you know. Life doesn't get much better than this, you know. Being an entrepreneur, being my own boss, doing the dang thing. Getting back on the show, helping you guys out, showing you the world for what it is. No caps in our raps, that sort of thing. So,
of course, because I always got the receipts, baby.
Yep.
I always got the receipts, baby.
Life is great.
You motherfuckers be trying me in the comments. Y'all be trying me in the comments, but it's cool. It's cool. I was showing them some comments before we got onto the show and everything, you know, and it's just like, hey, haters make me beautiful, baby. You know, that's what it is, you know. So, but we got a good show for you guys, man. Hope you guys have been having a good week. This week felt like, I don't know if it felt like this for you, Rick, but it felt like it went by slow.
Yeah.
It was slow.
True.
I was like, God damn, this week can't go by any slower. Like, Jesus.
It was a slow one for me.
Yeah, but it's all good. We got a lot of videos to go over, a lot of stuff to talk about. And, yeah, man, so strap in, get ready, and get your popcorn. All right, we got this first video. Our boy's going to take this one over, and I'm going to just run the 1 to 2s, and this is your show.
Yeah, on this clip in particular, you know, I'm just going to let it really speak for itself in the beginning, and then I'll just go over exactly what it is I'm getting at.
So we'll play it. It's only 16 seconds, and then...
Yeah.
They try to copyright me or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's pretty much just, you know, she's working out. So, okay. That's the clip there.
Yeah.
All right. So she's pretty much. I don't. Is she Muslim? Do you know that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I went through her page a little bit just to verify what I was thinking. So
okay.
I'm not too particular on exacts because I'm not of that culture or religion.
Yeah.
But the idea
we're just
is
trying to be culturally appropriate.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I asked.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people are like, why the fuck did he show that clip? And it's like, well, you know, this lady's been doing pretty well for herself, not only in the gains department, but as far as like the following department, you know, acquiring a following and cultivating a culture. And I play this because a lot of women like to complain about like, oh, there's no comfy clothes, there's no fucking, like, guys are oogling me, it's just I can't go to the gym without men being creepy. And it's like, well, you have a prime example of a woman who not only one is going and making progress for herself, but two, doesn't give a shit about men, and three, doesn't wear things that cause, you know, controversy on the internet, right? Because at the end of the day, there's probably men that look at her and like, oh, dude, she's doing great stuff, you know? But there's no, in her mind, there's no idea of like, oh yeah, like men are like only got one thing on their mind, and you know, I can't wear what I want to fucking wear, and it's because she is wearing what she wants to wear, right? She's getting not only her gains, but she's wearing appropriate stuff for the gym. She's not in the gym wearing underwear, right? And then getting pissed off at men for looking at her. You know what I mean? She's minding her own fucking business. She's wearing appropriate gym attire, and the gains are still very, very clearly visible. You know
I've always said it. The women, you can tell the women that are there for the attention and the women that actually are there. Yeah. Like, if a woman is wearing a pump cover, she's there to work out easily. Yeah. She's there to work out. She's there to get her shit done and go home. She'll probably take the pump cover off to like take a picture of her gains and stuff like that. And hey, man, fucking W to you. I see it all the time. Yeah. There's a girl that I know. She's a very beautiful girl, but she comes to the gym all the time with a pump cover on. She always does. The only time I see her take it off is when she's done with her workout and she takes pictures in the mirror and then she leaves. Yep. You know, but the bitches that are there for attention, they are wearing the tiniest sports bra ever. They are wearing biker shorts that are up their fucking ass and vagina. Yep. It is crazy to me. And then the crazy thing about it is they just walk around.
Yeah.
They just walk around like I'm in the gym. And mind you, the way I work out is I face the mirror.
Yeah.
I don't be facing nobody. I look in the mirror and I just, I'm just doing my thing. Doing me. And I'll kind of just see it in the mirror. They're just walking around. And where are they at in front of the weights?
Yep.
That's a lot of times where they're at. And I'm just like, oh, bro. Like, I don't know if you're just trying to catch somebody or like what you're trying to do, but you're not here to work out.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you touch a machine or a dumbbell or anything in a hot minute.
Yep.
Like, I just don't get it. But like I said, I don't know. Look, there are guys that do it too. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and say there aren't.
Yeah.
But even the guys that are there for vanity's sake will still at least work out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like too biased towards just only women do this and this and that. I don't want to be too biased. But it's like, at least the guy is going to do at least a workout,
No, yeah. And I think that's arguably a little bit different, right? Because right, I go to a gym, a pretty I don't know what you would call the culture there. Culture's great. I enjoy all the people that are around. They're very kind, very friendly, very open to advice. Pushing each other, stuff like that. But I mean, it's like he said, right? Like it's not uncommon for men there at the gym that I go to, in particularly, to be there with no shirt on or whatever, right? Because they are proud of their gains.
Yeah.
But those gains are a little bit different than what the women are like showing and having to, or like how they got there, right? Because a man with like fucking 8% body fat and like all this lean pounds of muscle looks a lot different because it took him longer to get there. You know what I mean? Does that mean that like obviously you should be there without a shirt? No, but that's a little bit of a preference thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas with women, it's solely for attention, right? Men know they have to work hard to get to that point where they can get attention, whereas women, it's not so much.
Yeah.
And it's in that point that you said where you see the women that are already kind of the way there of like a pretty decent like looking body or whatever, and they walk around. They don't really do much. If they do pick up weights, it's very slow, easy movements. And I say this not from a standpoint of like it may just look easy because I'm a man and we lift different weights. No, in the Marine Corps, I've trained people and I can tell the level of effort that someone's putting out by how their body and how they react physically and emotionally, right? Mm-hmm. Like if you're sitting there like, moving the weight up and down, it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, you may do 15, 20 reps for 3 sets, but like if there's no...
You didn't do shit.
You didn't do shit, you know what I mean? It's as if you picked up a glass of water over and over again.
Facts.
And you're saying like, that's a workout. I came here and I fucking put in effort. And it's like, no, there's a difference between, especially with men, right? A lot of the dudes that I see at my gym are fucking tanks, right? They're they're the definition of like 6 foot and 280, 290 pounds. They'd have to lift the gym to get a real workout in, you know what I mean? Or they'd have to do multiple full body days in order to really see some type of either maintenance or like results in the gym, right? So that's what I'm getting at, where it's like those kind of people have different standards to be able to show off their gains versus the ones that I'm talking about, where that woman that we saw in the clip, she has gains and that took some time, but she's still not showing it off in the same manner that a lot of these women that go around and fuck around in the gym do, right? So that's just the point that I wanted to make. And I see a lot of that stuff on the internet of women like, oh, I don't want to get oogled at the gym, yada, yada, yada. But like, that's exactly what you're looking for. Like, you're not minding your own business enough. And that's why you see that these men are just staring at you or whatever the case may be. And that, like he said, that's not to say there aren't creepy men that come up and sniff your fucking seat behind you, right? 100%, I'm not ignoring that. But the idea is it's not as prevalent as a lot of these women like to make it out, as well as the idea of like, oh, well, I can't just wear whatever I want. It's like, you can, but at the same time, don't get mad at a man when your fucking whole ass is out and or like highlighted or whatever the fucking case may be, and that's something that you chose to display for everyone, right? So that's all I'm getting at.
Yeah. No, I feel it. All right, so this next one, this one we were talking a little bit about this one before we like started and everything. This one irks my soul, and it fucking boils my blood, and I just don't think that it's talked about enough. I'm being real with you.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna let you guys watch the video, and then we'll explain it a little more.
Okay.
I wish I remembered this bitch's name. All right.
I'm Gibby.
She doesn't speak English.
I'm still Gibby.
All right. So super quick.
Yeah, we're not gonna listen to the cuck boy.
No, we're not, because pretty much the woman that you had saw, you know, she found God because she used to do porn. She used to do OF and all that kind of stuff, and she's like, I got saved by God, and that's fine and all, but the thing about it is these women that do this, they think that the trauma that they went through inside the porn industry and, you know, getting fucked by a bunch of dudes and all that stuff is the same as the type of trauma of somebody who has gone through drug addiction, alcoholism, has been to jail, they're trying to turn their life around and they find God, you know. And to me, I think that is such a slap in the face, because I'm going to show you an example of what she is pretty much saying. All right. And that's why I brought this, because I was like, I want you guys to see an actual example of what I am saying to you. So this video was from Jubilee, I believe. And they did a one Gen Z versus 20 war veterans. And she thinks that her trauma in everyday life is the same as a war veteran's trauma. So I'm gonna let you guys watch the video, and then I'll explain how this all kind of ties in.
Suffer from night terrors, wake up screaming so bad I lose my voice.
I'm so sorry for the news, but have you ever passed a poor-ass kidney stone, which is one way for the giving birth to ass, and then your boyfriend of 3 years dumps you all in the front area?
One of our trucks hit a mine outside the lane. 1 minute eating his cracking jokes. That happened to be us hanging off a tree. They were here, man. Screaming with no lines.
So she pretty much tried to compare a kidney stone to this man watching his friend get blown apart. And that's the type of comparison that these type of women are trying to make. They're trying to make the comparison of real people dealing with real shit to I got fucked by a bunch of dudes. And they're trying to say that is equal. And it's like, no, it's not. Again, if you want to find God, that's fine.
Yes.
That's okay. I applaud that. But don't sit here and put it on the internet and act like it's this big revelation.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Yeah.
It's not this big goal that you accomplish. It's not this big thing. No, bro. No. I would argue the man or the woman who went from drug addiction or alcoholism or jail or anything like that, changing their lives to religion, that should be online. Not, I got fucked by a bunch of dudes and now I found God. No, bro. No, it's crazy that we even give that kind of shit attention.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's her mindset. You know, she thinks that's comparable. And to me, I just think that's ridiculous. You know, I don't understand it. It pisses me off. And I, as a Christian, I would think that would be a slap in the face to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
They're making a mockery of your fucking religion.
Yeah.
By saying like, oh yeah, look, I'm just like you. And you're like, bitch, no.
Yeah.
I didn't have to show my pussy online to find God.
Yeah.
I didn't have to get fucked by a bunch of dudes to have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Like, bitch, what?
Yeah.
You know, like.
And I know a lot of people in the comments are gonna be upset and like, oh, well, she's different now. Like, why can't you support her? Yada yada yada. Whatever, right? The idea is not that she can't be different. It's the idea that when you switch moral tracks, it's not this big fucking headline news story that people really should give a fuck about and like applaud you and fucking kiss your feet for, you know?
Yeah.
The idea here is like, you know, there's been a couple stars that have made that switch, that transition where it's like, I'm different now. I'm different. Please, like, you know what I mean? And even still, the idea probably more likely is that you're not different. You just stop posting it on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you want to just change your face because at the end of the day, I mean, it's happened, right? Like there's been other stars that we know. I think a lot of us know who the star is, right? I'm not going to say the name because that's drawing attention to her and whatever. But there's been other stars that have made similar switches where it's like, oh, I didn't know the industry was like that. I've had trauma, yada, yada, yada. I'm safe now. But like, yet and still, they're still known. And then they still just switch from like one platform to another. And it's like, all right, bro, like, You're just not making it public, but you're still doing the same shit behind the scenes. So, like, why the fuck are you out here saying that, like, you have all this trauma and, like, you are mistreated and yada, 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 where it's like, bro, you're just...
Because a lot of girls that come out of the porn industry do this.
Yeah.
They do this exact thing. They run to religion like it's some safe net.
Yeah. And
it's just like, bro... Like, as a Christian, that would be such a slap in the face to me. Like, what? Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because the thing is look, I get some people are like, oh, what's the difference between somebody finding religion, they were in the porn industry, versus finding religion and thing. Well, see, one person is doing it because they have to. They need this. They need that religious like community, that religious like holding. They need that in their life. This woman does not need it. She's just doing it because she wants to, or because it makes her look good. That's the difference. And that's the thing that I'm trying to get, because a lot of people will try to sit there and just be like, oh, well, what's the difference? Oh, your relationship with God is your own and this and that. And that's fine. But when you're doing it so fake and performatively, that's where it's wrong.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, no, bruh. No. It's like sitting there being like, oh, yeah, you know, I believe in God and you should do this and you should do that. And da-da-da, yet I'm still doing fuck shit. It's like, bro, come on, man.
It's the same way for pretty much anything, right? For the men that go online and are like, oh, I support women, I do this, like I do that, like this is how I show my like support for like this and that, and it's like,
oh, bro, there's a lot of those dudes.
Yeah, there's a lot of those dudes that are just like, you know, like it really bugs me, not because the message is not something I believe in. I do believe in the some of the messages that they put out there. It's the performative nature of, oh, well, you know, us as men need to teach our sons to be better, or yada yada. We fucking knew that from the beginning, right? It's nothing new.
Yeah.
Us men needing to be men has never been something that we as actual men have questioned. It's you like putting that out there and being performative of like, women, look at me, I'm on your side.
Yeah,
that's that bullshit that I don't fuck with. You know what I mean?
Because dude, I can't stand those guys.
Stand that
because
shit.
Those guys, if I'm being real with you, those are the guys that are I'm gonna just say it. They're the perpetrators, bro.
Yes.
All right, they're the perpetrator ass motherfuckers, because they'll sit there and they will be the ones to lie to you and pretend like, yeah, I'm on your side, this and that, while doing fuck shit in the background.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I've always said it, and a lot of people like kind of fight me on this, but I believe it to be 1,000% true that the guys that are the more, I guess you would say, persistent. Because you hear all the time, girls are like, oh my God, this guy begged me, you know, to go out with me. He was texting me over and over and over again, this and that. And then we finally go out on a date and he's asked me to split the bill and he's being weird. And he's like, oh, well, since I took you on a date now, you know, I think you owe me some sex and all that. And it's like, those are not the guys that you want. Who you really want is the nonchalant guy. Yeah. You want the guy he walks up to you, he's like, oh wow, I think you're beautiful, this is that. You guys have a conversation and he asks, hey, can I take you out? And you're like, oh no, I have a boyfriend, or oh no, I'm not interested. And he's like, okay, yeah, no problem. And he walks off. Like, the nonchalant guy is the guy that you want. Why? Because he's gonna honestly be a lot more honest with you. He's not gonna be sitting there because Okay, the reason I say he's going to be a lot more honest with you is because the guy that is texting you over and over and over again and begging to be with you, he only wants to have sex with you. He is doing anything and everything to get to his goal.
Yes.
The guy that is nonchalant about it, he really saw something in you and was like, dang, man, you know, I actually thought she was cute and I actually wanted to, you know, get to know her and actually started talking to her and dating her, you know, but she said no. So it's cool. It is what it is. I'm not going to keep trying. The guys that are keeping trying, the guys that are like pushing, they're pushing because they want to have sex with you that bad. And once they do, and your dumbass is just like, oh my God, he's so persistent and he's trying so hard, you know, you finally give him the coochie and guess what? He's gone.
Yeah.
You know, that nigga turned into Goku real quick. You know, that boy, instant transmission, that boy gone.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I tell women this all the time. They don't believe me. And then they're just like, oh my God, this guy, he was begging me to go out with him. And then we finally had sex and he just left me. He ghosted me. He stopped talking to me. And I'm just like, you're dumb. I try to tell you. But hey, it is what it is, man. You know, I can't. I can't save you all, you know.
Facts.
All right, but this next video though, I was like, this is a perfect video of just like, your girls sometimes don't want you to win, bro. I'm gonna let you play it, and I want to get your thoughts and opinions on it because I was like, bro, this video is kind of crazy. All right. Oops. Damn.
You can stop this, man. Wait, what the hell is this? It was a test. Babe. See what kind of partner you are. A test? I'm in a fight, and your move is to hold my arms behind my back. You know what I punch with? No, I was just trying to...
Do you know what I punch with?
Titanic. That scene where Rose is literally in a lifeboat and then jumps back onto the ship so she can move Jack. Every guy saw her do that and just Jack's that's easy.
You rosed me.
No, I didn't rose you. You rose the shit. It's okay. It's just a test and we can improve. Let's go, little boy. Get up. Yeah.
Put this man on his knees to die, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another test?
Killed him.
So what, are breaking up now?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, before the retards come in, it's a skit. We know.
Yeah.
We know.
Yes.
But this goes to illustrate that it's like, bro, in the mode of protecting, women just get in the way, bruh. Yeah. And it's like, get the fuck out the way. Let me handle this.
Yeah.
Because there are times when, bro, you gotta squabble up.
Yeah.
Like there will be times where dudes will just push to the absolute limit. You try your hardest not to, but you know, it gets to that point. And it's like, you gotta be able to have confidence in your man that it's gonna happen. You know, that you gotta let him do what he's gotta do. But I don't know, I want your thoughts on it.
No, it's exactly right. And 100%, I feel like as a man, this is a very important test, right? I don't think you should skip this. A lot of people will be like, oh, testing is zesty, yada, yada, yada. I think this is a very important test, right? Because it's much like you saw in the video, right? That was a skit. However, in a real life scenario, and I'm thinking of one in particular, but I don't want to die, so I'm not going to say it.
Oh,
but I have had the conversation with my wife, and the idea is she won't be fucking doing that to me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The idea is, like I said, it's a very important test because people can get hurt if in your dumb little woman mind you're not thinking about what's really going on, and you're too worried about what the fuck's going on in your head, and you cause someone to get fucked up, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's I 100%. You can't ask your woman because she's like, no, of course I'm gonna, I'll let you like get like, squabble or or do your thing, protect me, yada yada, but you won't know until it actually happens, right? So obviously there's probably not a real way to test this, but you gotta at least make it clear, like, dude, if some shit's going down, you run or get the fuck out the way or whatever, right? And that's the kind of standard I've set in my relationship, where if some shit goes down, she knows I do all the driving, but at the same time, when we're in the store, stuff like that, she knows my first instinct is going to be toss her the keys. She gets the fuck out of there with the kids. I handle what needs to happen, right? Yeah. Because I'm not going to have no, don't fight. This isn't you. And then we're fucking dead because you want to be, no, look at me. As I'm getting my face pounded in. Like, okay, I'm looking at you.
And this dude's just like, yes, sweet. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, girl. Boom.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you're next.
You're next. Oh my fucking God!
Because look, man, you have to understand. Like, I get she's emotional in the situation, all that stuff, but you need to trust your man's leadership to be able to say, "Hey, look," because look, no guy is gonna just be like instantly going to fighting. No guy's gonna do that. We're gonna try to like, "Hey, bro, nah, hey, chill out, man. Like, don't do all that." Like, we're gonna try, but if it gets to that point where it's time to squabble up. It's time to fucking squabble up. And you need, as a woman, to be like, okay, let me let this nigga squabble up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let him do what he's got to do. Yeah. I don't like it. I'm emotionally like, oh my God, babe, don't die.
Yeah.
But you have to kind of put your faith in him because that's his job. That's his job, and that's his role, is to protect you. The man is going to put himself in front of danger, you know what I mean, whether he knows that he's going to win or not. That is our job as men, is to put ourselves in front of you, in front of the danger, knowing we can die.
Yeah.
Knowing the possibility that we will die. That is our job, and you need to let us do our job.
Yeah.
That's just what it comes down to.
Yes.
All men know this. We know that if we were, you know, in the wild or something, and a bear came out of nowhere, bro, I gotta squabble up to this fucking bear. I know I'm gonna die, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I need to die so my family can get away. Yeah. There was a situation where I think it was in Florida. I'm not 100% sure, but there was this guy. He was at his family. They were at a Mexican restaurant, and this dude walks up to him with a gun, and he steps in front of the guy in the gun because he's pointing it at his baby.
Oh,
he's pointing it at his baby, and he's just like, "Whoa, dude, hold on, don't do this, man, don't do it." He's like, "Here, you can have all the money in my wallet, you can have everything," and he's just like, "Nah, dude." He's like, "No." He's like, "Fuck that shit. Like, I'm angry." And he was just like, "Nah, please don't do this, bro. Don't do this." He's like, "Don't kill my baby." He was like, "All right, fine, I'll kill you." And he shoots him. And he shoots him right then and there, just dead in the thing. And I'm like, no way, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, though. This man died protecting his family because he knew his place in the world. He knew his job was to protect his family at all costs. Yeah. You know, and that's just what you have to do as a man.
Yeah.
And if you're doing shit like that, bro, it's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Especially because in a normal squabble, you have a chance to defend and help get away versus, you know, if this man, because you know your man, you're like, I don't want you fighting, whatever, yada yada. But if it comes down to it where he has to fight, what in your mind makes you think, like, if I hold my man's arms back, he won't fight, and the other dude is gonna be like, okay, he's not throwing a punch, I won't do anything. No, he's gonna be like, this woman is stupid, and now I get to hurt the dude I wanted to hurt. Thank God.
I get to do it undefended,
uncontested.
There you go, uncontested.
Fuck this man up.
Yeah, because that, like we said, he's gonna be like, "Oh, sweet, thank you, do. You're next.
Yep.
Get over here, woman.
Yep.
Like,
and you're not running away from him because he's gonna be faster than you.
Oh, of course. That's why I have to stand in front of you and take some hits so you can run away.
Yes.
I gotta do what I gotta do, you know. And look, I get it, but that's why I say your boyfriend's not gonna go straight to like, all right, bro, let's box. No, he's gonna be like, whoa, bro, chill. Like, hold up, man.
Yep.
He's gonna try to de-escalate, but if there is no de-escalating, bro, it's time to squabble up.
And it's not your job as a woman to look at me. This is not you. Like, you get the fuck out of there, no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, you doing this whole movie scene, heartfelt emotions. It's
Kicking this man on his knees. Like, that shit's crazy,
That was
bro.
crazy, yeah. Just,
man.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
All right. This was sent to me, and apparently there was a lot of women that I guess agreed with this, which I was kind of crazy about. But I want you guys to give your opinion. The Rig 4 is going to give his opinion on it. I didn't read the whole thing. I just read the first sentence, which is I cheated on my husband once, and then I was like, oh my god, okay, I see why you guys are sending me this. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay. So it reads, I cheated on my husband once, one time in 10 years together, and he vanished like I was some kind of monster. No conversation, no let's work through this, just an empty house and divorce papers calling me a cheater like I'm nothing. That was 2 years ago. 2 years of me apologizing, requesting, crying, consuming, all by myself, and hopeless while he refused to even let me explain. 10 years of marriage, of building a life together, and he forgets me like I'm nothing. As he should. Because my thing is I don't know why women feel like we owe them a conversation or we owe them some sympathy when they fuck up. But if we fuck up, you just leave and there's no conversation. Nope, fuck you. You're a cheater. You're this, you're that, you're X, Y, and Z.
Even if we don't fuck up, there's always the one summer evening possibility.
There is always the one summer evening possibility.
Yeah.
And how do we know this? Because of the clip that we did for last week's show, where it was talking about women leaving their husbands because they're not taking the weight of the world on their own shoulders.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me. The man is doing everything that he's supposed to be doing. He is loyal. He's going to work. He's taking care of the family. He's helping you with the kids. He's doing all that. But because he's not worrying about some random shit going on in the world and he's not being an activist, they're like, yeah, I'm leaving you.
And the other woman that was like, I was simply just bored. So
yeah, that chick too.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Jesus.
I totally forgot about that chick.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. She was just like, yeah, I was just bored. I was just bored.
And what did she want to work out anyways in this scenario? You know what I mean?
It's like, bro, you cheated.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's one time. It doesn't matter. If he cheated one time, you'd leave.
Yeah.
You would leave and all the women would be like, yeah, as you should, girl. Yeah, you go for you, queen. Da, da, da. And this is what I mean is men, when they have self-respect for themselves, for some reason they're demonized. Because I'm going to show you guys, and this perfectly segues into the next thing, because I said this on, I don't know if you remember the clip where that girl was just like, this guy dropped a pool cue or whatever, and I told him, oh, that's $5.
Yeah.
And I told this guy to buy me pizza, and he bought me pizza. There are dudes in the comments that are just like, oh, well, we can't be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't be nice to them and stuff like that. And it's like, it's not about being nice. It's about having self-respect for yourself.
Yeah.
As a man.
Yes.
Not letting a woman walk all over you. And I have a perfect video to show you exactly how women actually think about dudes that just give them money. Yeah. You know, it's perfect. But we're going to talk about this and then we'll get into that next. But did you have anything else to say about this?
Yeah, it's just crazy to me that, women will... It's kind of almost written in stone that women will expect more out of their situations where they fuck up than they would give for a man when their man fucks up, right? And that's what I'm getting at is like, she's like, it was just one time, yada yada yada. It's the exact same equivalent as if not to go too far down a rabbit hole, but there's a number of crimes where there's not a single person in the world that'd be like, yeah, he did it one time, it was probably just a mistake, let him not go to jail. Where especially when it's the PDF files and shit like that.
Oh, 100%.
Because 100%, if they do it once, grape them. I mean, damn it.
He means grape is like shoot him in the head kind of thing. Yeah.
Sorry, it's a military term. I just recently am getting hip to the idea that it means something else now. The idea is like take them off this earth if they do it even one time.
Yeah, right? I agree with that because we talked about that on my live stream where we were talking about like the age of consent. Yeah. And I was telling them that you and I even had this conversation on the show where we were saying that, even if you were to up the age of consent of 21, like people still would have a problem with that and be like, oh my God, you're dating a barely legal 21-year-old and all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, bro, like no matter what you do with that, it's never going to change. It's the fact that these people need to be shown real punishment, not just going to jail, but like straight up execution. Like they need to just be like done. Because think about it. If that is an instant death penalty crime, they're not going to do it anymore. Chris Hansen is going to lose his job real quick because it's like, bro, if I get caught, I'm not just going to go to jail. I am done. I am going to be kaput. I'll be 6 feet under. And that's what I was saying. I was just like, bro, you know, like that's not the problem. The age of the consent, I don't think is the problem. I just think it's the fact that this crime does not have a big enough consequence attached to it. I think dudes are just like, you know what? Jail's worth it. What's up, 15-year-old? What's going on?
True.
You know what I mean? Like, because that's truly how they're thinking about it. They're like, I'm not going to get caught. It is what it is. Like, it's fine. But, dude, if you have the fear of death in your head, we're like, oh, if I talk to this 15-year-old girl, bro, and I get caught, like, I'm going to die. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to die. Like, that, I think, would literally, and I get it. They're, you know, the humanitarian people are like, oh, but there's still people and this and that. Like, bro, that's wild to me.
And
like, what?
It also, there's another famous story out there. I'm not going to try to put too much attention on it, but there's another famous story of a very well-known artist out there that actually had a relationship with someone that was like 11 until they were like 14.
Oh, you're talking about David?
Yeah.
Fuck that nigga, bro.
Yeah, he got fucking really involved with her, and then he was like, damn, I might be found out. I'm killing her. And I'm like, dude, someone lost their daughter all because you were worried about your music career. You know? That's bullshit, you know? Yeah. And that's one of those instances where I'm like, why is there not an instant death for this kind of thing? Because he tried to have someone take the fall for him. He tried to hide it. He tried to fucking do X, Y, and Z. He thought he was just that more important than this young lady's life. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I thought that was absolutely bullshit.
Insane to me.
That is bullshit.
It's like, bro, you are
he's gonna
rich
get
and famous.
some jail time.
Yeah.
Nah, kill him.
Yeah, and that's crazy to me. It's like, bro, no Jewish lawyer should be able to get you out of this one, bro. Like, hey, that's great. Like, you were fucking with her since she was 12. Yeah. Like, bro, from 12 to 15 is crazy. Yeah. Like, there was no time that she was an adult. She was in middle school, nigga. Yeah. Like, bro, you were 19 and she was in middle school.
Yeah, he thought paying the friends would keep him quiet was cool. He knew what he was doing was wrong, and he knew it to the point where he was like, I need to extinguish her life in order to keep this going.
And he tried to get his manager to take the fall for it by going back to the mansion early on and taking the bag, putting it in the Tesla, and driving it out to be like park it somewhere, and then he flew out to get the car so that way the car would get towed because it got left there and all that shit. And then they found out this motherfucker was buying body bags, he was buying gloves, saws, he bought all that shit on Amazon, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. He bought a kiddie pool, all that. He bought it off Amazon, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Negative honor for sure.
Hey, 100% negative honor. Like, bro, what are you doing? I don't know, man.
But that's what I'm getting at. Is anyone that commits these kind of crimes, it's the same thing where it's like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's just one time, yada, forgiveness. It's like, I understand morality has like a gray scale to it, but at the same time, when people look at it as like a one time is enough thing, it shouldn't be questioned. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It should not be questioned. Yeah. And that's why it's like here, especially with like some of the more severe crimes, it's like, obviously that man, I'm pretty sure if he had gotten caught earlier on in his career, he probably would have got maybe like a couple years in prison and been out, versus now he's going to jail for life, as he should. But then
100%.
There's also the idea that he should just be erased, because why keep him in prison,
100%. Like, you're wasting prison space on these guys, bro. It's insanity to me, but it just comes back, if we're gonna full circle this, you know what I mean, it comes back to the point of, if you're a man that has self-respect for yourself, and you understand that, hey, if I cheated on you, you would do the same thing. You would have divorce papers on there. You'd be pissed off. You wouldn't want to be with me anymore. And understandable. You can't sit there just because you're a woman. You deserve this grace. No, bruh. No, because you don't. You don't deserve this grace. You did what you did. You made the decision that you made, and it is what it is. Because again, like, if this was the other way around, I would feel the same way. I'd be like, bro, hey, you fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, that was her thing. You should have known that. But again, we don't bat an eye to that. We look at it like, oh yeah, girl, as you should. Yeah, girl, you go do your thing. But since a guy is doing it, it's why isn't he talking to her? Why isn't he hearing her out? Yeah. Why is he not doing? And it's crazy to me. It's like, bro, what?
Yeah. Especially when you think about how women and men cheating is a lot different, right?
Oh,
there's 100%. A lot more emotional tie-in with women cheating than there is men cheating.
Oh yeah, because men, it's right place, right time. Yeah. Women, though, this has been simmering for a minute. They've been talking, they've been hanging out, they've been texting, having a connection, and then they finally do it. Yeah. You know, and so that's why I would say if the man is the one cheating, it's a little more of a conversation. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and be dumb to the idea
that it'll be over.
Yeah, exactly. That a woman is going to see her man cheating and be like, no, it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not going to be dumb to that. Yeah. Like, would I give them the perspective of like, hey, you know, him cheating is just like taking a piss and it was just right place, right time for him? Sure, I'll give her that perspective, but I'm not going to sit here and tell her that you leaving is dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So that's why I say it's like, dude, just because he's deciding to have self-respect for himself does not mean that he is anything less than if it was the other way around.
Yeah.
And the thing is I feel like men cannot have self-respect for themselves, and I'm going to show you exactly the reason why. So I'm going to show you a clip that he and I did of this woman literally getting guys to just do whatever the fuck that she wants to do. Then I'm going to show you a clip of why what I say is extremely correct. All right? So I'm going to show you. Here we go. Ah, shit.
Honestly, there's not much that they won't do because I've got a man dropped a pool stick and I said, hey, that's $5 for dropping the pool stick on the ground. He said, are you serious? I said, I'm dead serious. And he got me $5. And then I said, I want some tacos. Is there a taco truck out? And the man said yes. And I said, will you go get me some tacos? And he went and got me tacos. And then I went to the pizza store. And I was in line for pizza, just for moral support, really. I didn't need the pizza because I just got the tacos. And this man in front of me was wearing a diamond necklace, and I was like, God, that would look so good on me. You should take it off and see. I think we both want to know what that would look like on me. And he did, in fact, take the diamond necklace off, and he put it on me, and it was gorgeous. It was so pretty. And then he said, whatever she's getting, too. And since he said that, I was like, well, I might as well get some pizzas while I'm at it. And all night I've just been seeing what I can get men to do. And you know what's crazy is there's not a lot that they won't do.
Because they have no fucking self-respect, bro.
Yeah.
No fucking like, this pisses me off to no degree. Men wonder why most women don't respect most men. Yeah. Men wonder why women have the audacity. Men wonder why majority of men are unattractive to a majority of the majority of men are unattractive to a majority of women. Like, men sit here and they wonder why these things happen. But they steady go and do dumb shit like this.
They say men.
Okay, so that is what I had to say on the matter. Now, I'm going to show you guys a video of how women actually, why this is true. Men who just send women money and for nothing, for no reason, or they buy them shit for no reason, this is how they actually see you.
Why men should start in jail and work their way out. So why was I talking to this boy like literally all of 30 seconds? I was on the phone talking to him. He seemed interesting. I don't know. He was from New York. He was hitting me with that in my heart. I kind of liked it. Whatever, cool. So I was like, I'll talk to him real quick, get to know him. So this is our first phone conversation, and he's asking me like, hey, what are you doing? And I was literally on Pattern's website buying some hair products because they had a 20% off sale. So he was like, oh, how much is it? I was like, oh, it's only like $120. He was like, I'll send it, I'll pay for it, I got it. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. He was like, I'll just send you $200. So I said, okay, cool, like, it's fine. So we keep talking on the phone. He's asking me questions, asking me when was my last relationship, did I have anything like lingering on, whatever. I was just like, no, like my relationship ended months ago. That's done, it's dead. I haven't seen the man since. So he's just still getting to know me. We're having casual conversation. The money comes back up. And he was like, you sure you only need 200? Like, I could, like, that's nothing. Like, you need more? I was like, I mean, you could just send 5. He was like, okay, cool. So then he says, if I'm sending you money, like, I want to be the only man that's sending you money. And I'm kind of like, that's kind of a big ask because I do have multiple tricks. Like, if you want me to
that's
cut
a
off
big
all our
ask
tricks,
because I got multiple tricks.
So he basically asked me, like, so since you and your ex broke up, like, you just don't, like, you haven't had sex with anybody? And I was like, I don't really believe in casual sex. He's like, I mean, but you have to get horny. And I mean, like, yeah, like, normal people, like, you just get horny. Like, women ovulate, like, it is what it is. I just keep myself busy. So then he asked me, so, like, are you gonna get horny for me? And I'm like, I mean, I don't know you. I don't know you. Like, if we get to know each other, like, sex may be somewhere in them cards. And he's just sitting there like, but are you gonna get horny for me, like, right now? Boop, boop, boop. Blocked. You're good and blocked. You're good and blocked. I'm not, for 500 funky fucking dollars? 500 funky fucking, what? I'm happy I'm not a bitch that needs $20. I'm so happy I'm not a bitch that needs $20 because what?
So, what did that video teach you? Is that when you're a guy that got no self-respect for you, bro, they don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't care about you. And that's the thing. It's like, that is exactly how they see you. They see you as just like, oh, you want something in return? Blocked. Nope. Fuck you. Like, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, dude, the thing is when men talk to women, what do they want? They want sex, right? When women talk to men, what do they want? They want attention and resources and so on and so forth. Now, when you just give it to her for nothing, and then you're like, all right, where's my sex in return? Bro, she's not going to respect you. She's not going to care about you. She's going to sit there and give you the bullshit of like, oh, I don't know you. And, oh, what are you talking about? Oh, what? Like, bro, men need to be that way. Bitches asking for money. Oh, no, I don't know you. What are you talking about? Like, you know, like if we get to know each other, maybe I'll give you some money. But for some reason, dudes are just like, yeah, here, there you go. You want some more? You want $500? You want $1,000? Like, bro. And that's what I'm saying is like, when you do these kind of things, women don't respect you. They're not going to respect you. They're just going to look at you as a trick. Like she said, oh, I got other dudes that are tricking on me. Like, I don't want to get rid of my tricks. And like, bro, she's just trying to add you to the tricks. That's all it is. She's not trying to have a relationship with you. She's not trying to have anything with you, bro. Like, bro, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, you heard it from a woman themselves that when a dude is just giving her money and when a dude is doing that, she's got no respect for him.
Yeah.
No.
Once you learn enough about just life in general, you start to really pick out those instances where you lose yourself in the conversation, or you see where other men go really wrong, right? The idea is, if you were truly that guy, truly irresistible, truly a man of abundance, right, would you need to ask those questions? Would you need to act in a particular way in order to receive something, right? It's broken. It's like, to break down this video a little bit, it's the idea of like, he's like, you sure you need 200? Like, I could do more. It's fine, right? And then she's like, okay, he's offering. I'm not going to block my blessings.
Yeah.
You know, you could just send 5. And then,
of course.
And then, of course, in her mind, that's a test, right? It's an assumption of, like, if he's really got it, that's nothing, that's fine, right? Or if it is something, then I'll know. You know what I mean? It's assumed in that nature of, like, we do it in sales all the time where you assume everything's okay up until that person says, no, that's not okay, right? And I know what that sounds like, but the idea is you assume they want to until they tell you no, right? And that's not with, like, sex or anything. That's with average request of having a little bit more audacity. Like with the case here, she's like, you could just send 5. That takes a lot of audacity to ask a stranger that you've been on the phone with for one minute, send me $500. But she still assumed it because in that instance, if you assume it, it's more likely to happen because you're putting it in their mind that is something you should be okay with because it's regular to me, right? As well as for him, if he had the audacity, like, all right, so, like, when we fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that's the assumption of, you know, it still has that, like, quid pro quo kind of undertones to it, but that's the idea of, like, I did my part, this is usually how it goes, versus, like, are you possibly open to the idea of fucking me? You know, then that lowers your status as a dude in general, i.e. the idea of, like, women aren't gonna respect you because you lower yourself, like, is this enough? Did I do enough for you? Are you entertained by me yet? And then from there, you put all the power in her hands by asking that question of, like, do I want to? Am I in the right mood? Did the stars align for this to go, like, his way? No. You know what I mean? Especially because it's like you already gave her what the fuck she was looking for with no type of effort. So why the fuck is she going to, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. She said it in her mind, like, yeah, the possibility was there if we get to know each other, but you ruined it by being like, is it possible? Did I do enough already? You know what I mean? A man that operates from abundance is like, this shit, I'm either irresistible to you or I'm going to get the fuck on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I already assume that I'm irresistible to you. And if you're not, then I'm not going to waste my time with you.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That's having self-respect for yourself. It's like, dude, and a lot of people were like, oh, what, you can't be nice to her? You can't. No, yes, you can. You could be nice to her, but you don't have to give her money. Yes. You don't have to buy things for her to be nice, is my thing. You can have a conversation with a girl. You can talk to a girl. You can, you know, have that conversation, connection, stuff like that. You don't need to, like, put everything out on the table and do all of this just to get her attention. And if you have to do that, well, guess what, bro? You got to go. Yeah. You know what I mean? She's just not the one for you, fam. Yeah, that's just what it is. And it also shows that you as the guy, you have low sexual market value.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you need to increase your sexual market value, and you need to do something that puts you in a higher status. Because if you need to do those kind of things, what it tells women is that, oh yeah, I'm above you, and you're a little peon, you're this and that. You know what I mean? Because that's what you're telling yourself. When you're offering to buy women shit and give them money and all that kind of stuff, being a trick, as they say, all you're doing is lowering yourself.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. You're lowering yourself and your own self-worth. And it's like, you want to do that? You want to lower your own self-worth as a man? Because I don't. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and buy a random bitch anything. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to give her $5 for nothing. Yeah. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? So, again, I wanted to illustrate that because it perfectly shows that if you're the type of dude that just walks around paying for a girl's this and buying her that and all that stuff, and you don't even know her, bro, she just looks at you as a trick, not even as a man, and you just have no self-respect for yourself, bro.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous to me that dudes are in my comments talking about, oh, you can't just be nice. What's wrong with being nice? You don't have to buy her shit. You don't have to buy her shit to be nice. Stupid. All right. You guys let us know what you think about that in the comments. But let's get on to this one. You sent this one in, right?
Yeah. I sent this one in.
Did you want to just play it, or?
This woman just needs to be protected at all costs. We can play, and you'll see why.
Okay.
I find it interesting that the top listened to podcasts for men are all self-help podcasts, but the top listened to podcasts for women is Call Her Daddy. Highest divorce rates? 2 women. Lowest divorce rates? 2 men. Highest rates of domestic violence? 2 women. Lowest rates of domestic violence? 2 men. It's always as you should when a man is buying you nice things or providing for you, taking you on nice dates. But when it comes to things that you can do for your man, it all of a sudden becomes, well, he's a grown-ass man and he can do it himself. If you expect a man to be taller than you and make more money than you, don't get upset when he wants you to be younger than him and have a low body count. Why do you get dressed up for your girls every single time you guys go to brunch, but you won't get dressed up for your husband?
Goddamn facts.
Yep. Protect her at all costs.
Oh, and you know what? Hold on. There's another video we have. You think she's the only woman that's talking about that?
Oh, yes. This woman. Protect her at all costs.
Compete or compare to a man. Facts over feelings, bitch. Today we're going over 5 facts women hate. I'm a woman, so I don't like these facts either. But just because I don't like the facts, don't make them not facts. Let's get started, bitch. Fact number 1. The older you get, the less men want you. So old bitches get no love.
Old bitches.
Right? The older you get, the less men are going to want you in the dating market. Number 2, when you are dating, your degrees and accolades mean nothing. Niggas don't give a fuck about your accolades, how many degrees you have. In fact, the only people that give a fuck about your accolades and your degrees are other bitches that are in competition with you and men that want to hire you for a job. And number 3, this is a really good one. You don't intimidate men. Men don't give a fuck how successful you are. It doesn't intimidate them. You can never compete or compare to a man. Number 4 is really going to hurt a lot of you bitches' feelings, but I don't give a fuck because I'm here to give you facts. So, number 4, your kids are liabilities. Your kids are liabilities to any man that they don't belong to. Asset to you, liability to them. Number 5, men hate extra shit. And when I say extra shit, niggas hate long nails, big ass eyelashes, makeup. The things that you take extra time to do, they hate that shit. I want to give you bitches a bonus, okay? This is a really, really good one. Lacking accountability will keep you single, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if I left any facts off in the comments.
Okay. And we're going to keep educating y'all. You want to know why? I got you. Hold up. I'm going to keep educating you bitches. Because I really think that this needs to be brought about a lot more. Here's another woman telling you women why you're dumb.
Men can both have sex, but what happens after? 2 completely different biological stories. Men are built for volume. Simple biology. Roughly 300 million new sperm a day. And evolution wired him to spread his seed and protect the species, right? Sex for a man is a dopamine flash and a testosterone spike. A quick hit with no emotional residue. That's why a guy can sleep with somebody and literally feel nothing after, because his brain resets almost instantly. He doesn't bond through sex. He bonds through loyalty, respect, mission, and peace. Women, on the other hand, are built for depth. She has 1 egg, 1 shot. When she has sex, her body floods with oxytocin, which is the same hormone that bonds her to her baby. Her body literally says, this man is safe. Attach. Every new partner is another bond formed, then broken. Do it enough times and those oxytocin receptors turn dull and they start to fade. And pair bonding gets harder. That's not judgment. That is just chemistry. Men thrive on variety. Women pay for it. Different wiring, different consequences. Women are the gatekeepers of sex. Men are the gatekeepers of commitment. Remember that. So men, you're wired to scatter, but kings don't waste their seed, right? Discipline beats dopamine every time. So pick a woman who brings you peace and multiplies your purpose. The rest is just noise. And women, your power isn't matching his body count. It's holding your standard until a man proves he's worthy of your depth. So select like your lineage depends on it, because it does.
All right. So again, another woman talking about that. It's fine. I even have another video that further further explains. And it's yet another woman that is talking about the same thing. Let me see if I can find that video. That video's in here somewhere. Oh, no, did I not have that video anymore? Oh, no, I don't have that video in there. It was the video of how to get the football player.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
damn. I don't have that one. I could have swore I still had that video. Oh, here it is, actually. Found it. Perfect. Found it. All right. Here's yet another woman explaining to you guys why women are stupid.
Leaked messages show women teaching younger sister how to get an NFL or NBA level athlete while in college. Listen to what she say. Her little sister says, I want a football player, NFL, preferably a tall chocolate one. Like you did. I want your life. That's easy. But you have to play your cards right. You can't be an emotional little girl. Teach me. Number 1, he's the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his. 2, dealing with cheating, don't look for it. Girls will throw themselves at him, and some will succeed. It is just a fling. Let it go. But don't let him get emotionally attached to one of them. P.S. He always be attracted to black girls. Activate the shenanigans in her by picking at her and let him see it. He'll ditch her real quick. LOL. Wow. If she's like us, it'll be harder because more than likely she's playing to win him too. Make him choose. 3, be an asset to him. Fold his clothes, buy and bring him his food. Do his homework. Completely integrating yourself in his life where he can't function without you. 4, don't embarrass him. Don't cheat. Don't text other men. His cute friends and teammates will try you. Ignore it. Just in case the relationship goes south, another athlete will see you as gold. 5, go completely wild on him in bed. Use throat spray. Do any and everything. Be spontaneous. Make it go down anytime, anywhere. Number 6, his mom, Lexi. Do not tell his mom any personal information, especially something negative. She will tell his entire family and he'll blame you. Just smile, wave, and be quiet. 7, always look good, appealing, hair and face always has to be done. Push for marriage or at least to have multiple kids and you got them. In 2 years on draft day, you'll be a millionaire. All your friends will work hard in school to literally never live the life you live. It's so sweet and rewarding. Lex, I'm in Cancun right now. Boom. She just gave the game.
She did. Now, what did all those videos show you? That everything that men are saying, that are telling you to do and all that, it's the truth.
Yeah, it's for a reason.
It's the truth. Like, again, I mean, is this not everything that we've talked about on the show? I never sit there and think that I'm hating women or anything like that. Like, no, I'm just telling you the truth. I let other women tell you the exact same thing that we're telling you. Even that dude read out actual text messages of a woman in that position with a successful man talking about what it takes to have that successful man. It's like, bro, I don't know what else we got to tell him.
Yeah.
I really don't.
And there's a lot of hating ass women in the comments.
Oh, 100%.
I'm not doing that.
That's
hard
exhausting.
Pass, that's exhausting.
My medical degree was better and this and that. And it's just like, bro,
okay.
Did you not listen to the last girl? She's like, your degrees don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Your success does not intimidate him, because it doesn't. Mm-hmm. It doesn't. That should be pissing me off when women are like, oh, I intimidate men. No, you don't. They just don't want to deal with you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They just don't want to deal with you. They look at you as annoying. Yeah. They're like, bro, I'm so done with her.
Yeah.
I'm good on her.
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you. And you're just like, oh, yeah, he doesn't want to be with me because he's just intimidated. No, I just don't want to deal with your shit.
Yeah.
The fuck? But I don't know, man. If more women thought like the first 3 girls, or even this girl, I think we would have better relationships. Yeah. I really do. Now, look. I'm going to be fair to the women. Do all guys deserve this from women?
Oh, no.
No.
No, 100%
no. Okay? I will be fair to that.
Yeah.
Not all dudes deserve this from a woman. The only men that actually deserve this are men that are actually on their drive, on their purpose, doing their thing, you know what I mean, being successful or making success out of themselves. Like, those are the guys, yes, that I believe that deserve this 1,000%. So I will be fair to the ladies on that. Don't give this type of energy to just any motherfucker. But At the same time, if more women had this mindset, though, going into dating successful men and stuff like that, I think we would have a better, we'd have a better shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Relationships would be better, marriages would last longer. We wouldn't have a goddamn, 56% divorce rate in America. Like,
right.
It's just the way it is, dude. And so, I don't know, man. Again, I look at it. We were going through some comments, and there was literally a comment from a woman saying like, "Oh, men shouldn't be saying this," and we're like, so if a woman was saying it, it'd be true.
Yeah.
So what we did is I was like, okay, cool. We'll have some women. Tell you guys exactly what we're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We won't say anything. We'll have women say this. So hey, it is what it is, man. You guys let us know what you think about all the videos we've gone over today. You can yell at us, call us misogynist, whatever you want to do. But hey, the facts are the facts. The proof's in the pudding, bro. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, right, we try to tell y'all how to, like, what will put you in the best possible position to really have a relationship that works out and ends up being fruitful. But, you got to take the advice. But, of course, a lot of people will just let their emotions, their vision, whatever the case may be, block their own blessings. So you can't help everyone.
Well, I mean, what it is what I've noticed are women are very group thinkers. They can't really think outside of themselves. And when they do, they get ostracized because of it. And it's why the whole pick me is a thing. It's why, a lot of women will kind of, like the nice girl argument that I had where, she'll have a great guy, nice girls do get picked, but the thing is their friends will talk them out of relationships. And we even showed a video on that. Like I showed fucking receipts of that exactly happening. And the thing is, women just can't really think outside of themselves. And, because I think there are a lot of women that see it and they hear stuff like that and they're like, you know what? Yeah, that's true. That is so fucking true. Like, women are dumb. Like, why are they moving that way? But then they're in front of their friends and their friends are just like, oh yeah, fuck dudes and fuck men and they're this, that, and And it's just like, no, like you should tell them, no, dude, like we should, that's not true. We should do this. We should do that. But again, I just don't think women can think for themselves. And I have a video that perfectly encompasses that. It's funny because I didn't think we were going to get to this video, but since we're on the topic, where is that video? That might have been on Instagram here. Okay. This video perfectly encompasses exactly what I'm saying. So in NASCAR, before the race starts, there is a pace car. The pace car will do one entire lap, and then the pace car will get off the track, and that'll allow the racers to go. Now, these are women driving these cars, okay? Watch what they do to the pace car, all right? Watch what they do to the pace car.
I mean, they look great out there. Not that I'm shocked. I'm not saying women cannot drive or they curve wheels all the time or anything like that.
Excuse me?
The pace car is that truck up ahead, by the way.
I'm not saying that we're better. I'm just saying I'm shocked.
So the pace car gets off the track,
Where are they
and
going?
all the other cars get off the track as well. So now the pace car has to do an entire run again.
Come on, ladies.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was getting out the way so they could start the race.
I'd probably do that too, honestly.
You would think that these women that signed up for the event would know he moves, you guys start.
Yeah.
But
and that goes to my point.
Yes.
That women are group thinkers.
Yep.
They don't think outside of themselves, because I guarantee you, while women were turning into that thing, they're like, wait, hold on, aren't we supposed to go? Well, I'll just turn with everybody else. You see what I mean? Instead of being like, no.
Yeah.
Like, we're supposed to keep going. Like, bye, bitch.
Yeah.
First place for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't think that way. They think like, no, I have to think with the group. I need to think with the pack.
Yeah.
I'm going to go where everyone else goes. I'm not going to be that outlier. Like men, we're outliers. We will see a group of men doing something. We're like, fucking stupid. I'm going to go over here and do this.
Even if it was the last car, he'd be like, all those guys are idiots.
100%. And he'd be like, head start, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that's what we're saying is like women are group thinkers. They don't think outside of themselves. And I think that's the reason why the type of information that we just showed where, there's women telling women, hey, men don't care about these things. They're showing you the differences between men and women and why they do what they do and all that kind of stuff. I think women are smart enough to be like, you know what? Yeah, that's true. Like, oh, you know what? Yeah, guys do that. Da, da, da. But then they get with their friends and they get with the women around them and they see it on TikTok all the time and they're like, yeah, no, those bitches were lying. No, fuck that. Like, yeah, men are terrible. Men are horrible. This and that, blah, blah, blah. And it's ridiculous to me. And, man, I have receipts for that too. All right. Oh my God. I have receipts for that too. This is how I know that women literally will just follow along the path. All right. This video perfectly shows you why. Oh, your boy is cooking today.
Now lying just to have an excuse to hate on men.
This is me before going on a date with a 6'4" doctor. No kids, no ex-wives, owns his own practice, owns his own home.
Now watch this.
This is me before going on a first date with a man who is over 6'5", who is a doctor, and who doesn't have any previous marriages, kids, nothing like that.
These are the same exact video with the same exact story, and they're both framed as reasons to hate all men.
He was 40 minutes late. 20 minutes late. Was rude to the waiter.
Complaining about everything to the waiter, being rude to the waiter.
And then asked me to split the bill.
And then he asks me to split the bill.
Do men just hate women? When did they stop wanting to actually, like, take girls out on a proper fucking date?
Do men just not enjoy, like, taking women out on dates anymore?
I think the actual question is, do women enjoy lying about random bullshit? These date stories are...
Yeah, they do. They do. And it's not to illustrate or show that they're lying. It's to show that women follow the crowd.
Yep.
They follow the crowd. They saw this. I'm sure both of these women saw videos like this and were like, ooh, I'm going to make a video like that. Whether they got to make it up or not. That's what I mean. Is like they will follow each other even if it's not true. Even if it's not true, they will go into into these women's comments and be like, yeah, girl, they hate women. Yeah, girl, they don't know how to take a man on a date. Yeah, girl, this and that. Drumming up all this man hate over a fake video.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying is like they cannot think outside of themselves. They go ahead and they follow the crowd.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. I'm showing you the proof. If you're mad at the proof, then it is what it is, bro. I don't know what else to tell you. All right.
Yeah, honestly, just kind of is pretty sad, you know, because the idea that like these women out here try to like put that out there, like, oh, I found this catch of a man, you know. One, I find it hard to even believe that a 6'4" doctor would be even looking at either one of these fucking women. But, you know,
that's so facts.
And then you have the audacity to be like, oh, this is exactly what I would expect from, or this is exactly what I want from like a looks department or like a check the box kind of department. And then you're like, oh, he split the bill, yada, yada, yada. That man, if this scenario was real, he understood. He was like, damn, this is what my life's come to. I'm dating this right now. I'm definitely splitting the bill.
Yeah.
Because 100%, if it was a woman that was actually on the same caliber as him, he's probably not going to split the bill. He's not going to show up late. He's going to be like, damn, you know, I actually need to stand out and impress this woman.
Mm-hmm.
But he knew, you know, in this fake scenario where he was taking one of these women out, he knew, he was like, I can get away with whatever the fuck I want to get away with. I'm 6'4" and a doctor. Stupid. But yeah, we all know this is a lie. This is not a real scenario. They just want to fucking portray the same narrative so they can fucking hate on men. But, you know.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, dude, it just...
Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, because you don't see guys doing this.
You
don't see guys doing this at all. It's women that are doing this, and that's what I'm saying. Women are group thinkers. They can't think outside of themselves. They all have to follow each other because they don't want to be ostracized from the group. It's just the way it is, dude. That it is proven, you know, and I showed it to you in 2 different videos. I let women show you guys what it is I'm talking about. I'm not going to just sit here and talk shit on this microphone like a lot of dudes like to do. I'm going to show you videos, and if you don't want to believe it, you don't want to believe it. And it just is what it is. All right. Let us know what you think about all the videos and all that good stuff. We're going to hop through announcements, and then we're going to get on to you guys' scenarios for today. So, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast. Get an exclusive episode every single Friday. Well, not every single Friday. Get an exclusive episode on Friday, as well as the free episode that we do on Patreon. If you guys want me to go back into doing the Patreon Day episodes every Friday, get on down to the Patreon, man, and sign up. If I see a lot more people getting in the Patreon and doing all that stuff, then I'll start doing the Friday episodes every single week again. And then audio listeners, thank you guys for coming out every single week, hanging out with your boys and all that good stuff. We appreciate you guys so much for downloading and hanging out with us. These episodes are better though on YouTube, if I'm being real with you, because you can watch the videos and watch our reactions and stuff like that. Yeah. I always kind of say that Sunday episodes are better, but I put them on audio just for you guys. I wish that I could do video versions on the audio platforms. I wish I could do that, but you know, I haven't had the ability to do that, but it is what it is. If you want to help out even more, go ahead and keep downloading the episodes. Rating us 5 stars on your preferred platform. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, as well as subscribing on YouTube. Follow our boy Michael over here at MikeLife333. And yeah, man.
Yeah. Thank you guys for all your support. I really appreciate what you guys, put into the show, all your comments, the likes, the shares, all that kind of stuff, the DMs that we get, everything in that nature. That it really shows that what we're doing is not for nothing, and we do help out the community a lot. So my page, if you need any more like secondhand advice, you just want to leave a comment, whatever, follow your boy, go ahead, jump on over. It really helps me out a lot. And then like I said, I love to see your guys' DMs, so I really appreciate it, but thank you guys.
Yeah, all the links are down in the description, so definitely click those links. All right, on to our first one. What do I do? My girlfriend shocked by something that seemed common to me. Okay, so I, 22 male, have been dating my girlfriend, female 22, for 7 months. She's Indian and currently living in Europe for her studies. Everything was going well between us until last week. We were playfully roughhousing, and during it, she accidentally kneed me in the balls. She apologized immediately, and everything seemed fine at the time. Later, though, we talked about it, and she asked me if other girls had hit me there before. I jokingly said yes, that it happened a few times before, maybe 4 or 5 times at school, but she seemed shocked that it had happened that many times and started getting concerned, asking me why girls hit me so often in the balls. I answered that it happened when I was being annoying with some girls. But she said that in her country, if girls hit a guy that often, it usually means he really deserved it. She wanted me to explain the situation, but honestly, it made me really uncomfortable to get into detail about it in front of her. So I changed the subject. She keeps bringing it back up. God damn it. She keeps bringing it back up in a half serious, half joking way, and I can't tell if it's bothering her or if she wonders if I deserved it. What do you think about that?
Yeah, honestly, it sounds like she's a little bit more worried about it than you are, and the idea there is, I guess, culturally, there might be some substance behind it, but you got to understand that you got to help her understand that her cultural belief is not fact. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how some people believe things. So.
What I think it is this is triggering her social proof for you. Is that social proof is the idea of, when other women find you favorable, it kind of makes you more attractive, or mate choice copying. I can even look that up for you guys and show you that, no caps in your boys' raps. So hold on, mate. Choice copying. Hold on, here we go. Okay. Shoot, come on. Zoom in. Okay, it won't zoom in. I don't know why it won't zoom in. But mate choice copying significantly increases a person's perceived attractiveness, effectively making taken individuals appear more appealing simply because they are already desired by someone else. And that's what that says. And so what it is she's looking at these other women and being like, wait a minute, hold up. Why are they hitting you in the nuts? What are you doing to these women that are making them feel so angry, anxious, uncomfortable, whatever it may be around you, to the point where they got to hit you in the balls? Yeah. Are you touching them inappropriately? Are you, essaying them? Are you putting them in a vulnerable position? Like, what are you doing to make them feel uncomfortable? And I think that's what it is. I think that's what's triggering in her mind. I think that's why it's so like, whoa, holy shit, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm dating a dude that other women are hitting? Like, I don't know. So I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The idea, though, is they're both 22, so it could wholeheartedly be some, like, high school antics where it's a lot different as a younger person, because, I mean, you and I both know that the idea of like playfulness is a bit different in high school, where like women just sometimes think it's hilarious. Like, yeah, I'm just going to see how many dudes I can hit in the nuts today or something. You know what I mean? Like something foolish like that, And that's why I'm like, for how young they are, I feel like it's just culturally something that's like inhibiting her. And I see your point though, where like it may be like this social proof of he's doing something to make them uncomfortable and get hit in the nuts, but it doesn't sound like he's the kind of dude that is doing that.
No, I'm just telling you, this is what she's assuming.
Yeah.
Because of what she's hearing.
Yeah.
Like that would kind of, I would feel kind of the same way. I'd be like, what is this nigga doing to get, like, nigga, what are you doing to these bitches? Like, what the fuck? I don't get just randomly hit in the nuts by chicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to your thing, I do understand the whole childish idea of if they're hitting you, that means they like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. They're hitting them in the nuts. Like,
well, that's the thing too, is like they were like roughhousing and then she accidentally hit him in the nuts. In his mind, he could be like going back to instances like that where like a girl like fucking swung her book out, hit him in the nuts, or he was roughhousing with like an ex, and then, you know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, these were just like happenstances. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not anything that I did that was like they were pissed off at me and hit me in the nuts directly because I deserved it, And so that's what I'm getting at, because, again, it doesn't seem like he really is the kind of dude that deserves that kind of stuff. So that's where I'm like, he should just explain, like, hey, I know in your mind it may seem like I might have did some stuff where I deserved it, but it's just kind of like something that may transpire in dude's life that like happenstance kind of happens. And I was just getting hit in the nuts, you know.
The best thing for you to do is like what he's saying, explain it. Like, hey babe, hold up, like they hit me in the nuts because, I mean, she swung her book out by accident, or her book bag, like it wasn't no crazy. You kind of got to ease her stress, because I guarantee you exactly what I said is what she's thinking. You know what I mean? And then you need to take the Rig Force advice and be like, hold up, babe, like this was just happenstance. Like, her book bag came out of nowhere, she swung her hand by accident. It's like as if I'm sitting next to Michael, and I accidentally swing my hand and it hits him in the jaw. It's like he's not gonna instantly be like, oh, we're fighting. No, he just understands it's happenstance. Like, oh shit, my bad, Rick. He's like, oh no, it's cool, don't worry about it. So, but again, to you guys looking and watching, it would seem like, oh shit, did he hit him over? You know what I mean? So that's what we're kind of getting at, bro.
And like to the point of like, I mean, maybe you were like before doing shit and you did deserve to get hit in the nuts, right? Say you were being weird. As long as that kind of stuff's behind you, like I don't foresee anything going wrong, where like if you're just honest, like, hey, like before I kind of did deserve it, whatever, I'm a different dude now, especially because like I wasn't doing anything wrong with you, we were just roughhousing, you hit me in the nuts on accident, right? Like as long as I treat you right, it's not something that we shouldn't be able to get moved past, right?
100%.
And then if she's like, no, I can't move past it, then like you might as well just fucking bring it up now and go do something else. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason in trying to hide it. Like I get what you're saying, where it's like kind of an uncomfortable thing because she's like pressuring the fuck out of you. But either way, imagine the worst case scenario. So that way you're like, okay, yeah, I'm prepared for worst case scenario. And if it goes better than that, then cool. Like you got it out the way. It was no big deal. If it goes exactly like that, then that was just one scenario that was meant to break your relationship earlier on instead of just like lying and trying to drag things out, because that just means things are going to be a lot worse for you down the road.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to keep something together that's not meant to be kept together. So.
And what does that mean? That means what we always say, be prepared to lose her.
Yeah.
Like, I always say it, and it always rings true. Yeah. It's one of those things where I always tell guys, be prepared to lose your girl, man. It's just the way it is. Like, when you're dealing with these kind of situations, you just got to be prepared to lose your girl. Now, do we think that it might go that way? No. But could it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why he's giving the advice. And I agree 100%. Like, if it doesn't work out and she still feels like, nah, man, I don't know. I don't believe it's just happenstance, this and that. I'm dipping. You let her dip, bro.
Yeah.
You let her dip. It's just, that's the way it goes. So you guys let us know what you think about that one in the comments, though. On to our next one. Am I the asshole for saying it's fucking hot?
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Let's get into it. I don't really think I'm the asshole, but maybe I'm crazy. If not, then this is just a post looking for validation for the fact that I am about to cut off a majority of my family, excluding limited contact with my mother because she didn't do anything wrong. I just don't want to put her in a position where she feels like she has to choose. Her and I had a terrible past together, but have come to terms with it in the past year. I'm on a road trip with my brother and mother to help another brother with a lawsuit he's dealing with. We're now on our way back, driving across country. My brother chooses to be the first driver, and I offered to switch off with him the same way we did when we drove here. For the past 4 days, we've been driving, and really my entire 25 female life has been policing what I do and say, apologizing sometimes when he wants to acknowledge it, and bullying me other times when he thinks he's above it all, in my opinion. We left at 6 a.m., so I slept in the car until he would eventually wake me up and tell me that it's my turn to drive. I figured this would be at noon because that's what we agreed upon. I wake up at around 10:30 in the morning, uncomfortable because it's hot as hell in Alabama, not addressing anyone, just complaining from the back seat. I said, it's fucking hot. This was the only thing I said all day since yesterday. The last time he blew up on me was for saying something else when I was in a meeting with the lawyer. He says, "What did you say? Say it again. Say it again." Her brother said that.
Yeah.
I said it again, normal tone, because he's also complaining that I need to speak up this entire trip as well. He tells me that I shouldn't be cursing at him or attacking him with my words. Huh?
Excellent.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Okay. My mom jumps into the conversation and says she wasn't cursing at anyone directly. She was just making a statement. Factuals. He pulls off to the side of the highway and tells us that we're not going anywhere unless I apologize to him and get myself in line for the rest of the trip. I start talking and nobody says how he's not done talking or how nobody was talking to you. I'm talking to mom. At this point, I completely stop talking again because I know if I voice my opinion, he won't hear it. Him and my mom are going back and forth about how she thinks he's wrong and how he thinks I need to get my act straight. I even put in my headphones to disengage, and he sees this and starts screaming to my mom how there I am being disrespectful again. Bro, what the fuck? Oh my God. And if it continues, he'll leave us both on the side of the road with no money, 1,700 miles away from home, taking his car. So am I the asshole for saying it's fucking hot? Bro, what?
I have a feeling I know that this is like a brown family, you know what I mean? I can't pinpoint exactly which kind of brown, but who the fuck does that man think he is?
100%.
Fuck.
Who the fuck do you think you are, bro?
Fuck, dude.
Like, he thinks just because he's in a car of two women, like, he's this macho, bravado, this and that, like, gotta yell at everybody. Like, bro, she didn't say shit. Yeah. Now, look, I get it if you're just like a little irritated, like, oh, bro, like stop complaining.
Yeah.
But she said it one time.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you he agreed. Like, damn, yeah, it is fucking hot.
Yeah.
You know, like, this was unprovoked. This was ridiculous to all degree. Like, the fact that you even have to ask if you were the asshole for this is crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, I get it, though. You're a woman, and you kind of, again, you can't think for yourself, just like I proved in the videos. So it's fine. You need the group to kind of
back you up,
and kind of confirm your thought processy. And I confirm it. Yes. He's an asshole. He's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I don't really know what else to tell you. Like, I wouldn't talk to him anymore either, regardless. And the Rigga always says it all the time, and I'm going to let him spiel about it, that just because it's your blood doesn't mean that you hold any obligation to have a relationship with them or talk to them.
100%. That's exactly what I was going to get into, is the idea of, like, you know, he's blood. He's your younger brother. Sounds like he sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with your other brother where he's in a lawsuit. I hope he's the one filing if he's being filed against. It sounds like your family kind of just sucks. I'll be real.
Yeah.
You and your mother, it's a really heavy thing because I'm also facing similar trials in my life where, you know, I'm helping my wife and my extended family kind of overcome some things that are, you know, limiting their relationship, you know, as well as you know, just trying to empower my wife to really feel that she doesn't need to be part of that group if they're just going to keep tearing her down and stuff like that. So the idea is 100% you're not the asshole. 100% I wouldn't blame you for cutting off your family, because at the end of the day, what are they really doing for you? You know, and a lot of people look at it as like, oh, relationships aren't transactional. You know, they're all, I don't know what they are if they're not transactional, but
100%.
The idea is, if you're just banking on the idea that they're blood, we should keep them in your life, then let them do whatever the fuck they want to you and don't care. That's not really going to happen. No one can feel that way. But the idea is, if you can't do that, which most people, no one in the world can, cut them off. Who cares if they're blood? You know what I mean? I personally, like I said, I don't feel blood is any reason to stay connected with your family, because at the end of the day, if blood treats you like shit, why stay connected, right? You know what I mean? Like, me and him have been homies for 20 goddamn years. Closer than blood, right? Yeah. And never in my life, never in his life, have we ever thought about doing each other dirty or any other way, right? Always had each other's back, would give our lives for each other, 100%, right? Trust our lives to each other, you know, and all without being blood. And that's why I'm like, it stands to this day. If blood doesn't treat you right, doesn't give you those feelings of like, hey, I trust this person with my life, I would give my life for them, cut them the fuck off. You know what I mean? Because there's no reason to keep them in your life if them being in your life is not going to be fruitful for you in life moving forward. You know what I mean? That man, 100%, keeping that toxic brother in your life, or any family member for that matter, is going to be a detriment to your life, because when you say, oh, it's fucking hot, and they blow up in that scenario, that exact scenario is going to play through their mind. If shit hits the fan, you're in danger, and they're like, she said it was hot, dude, kill her. You know what I mean? Like, bro.
Yeah.
The idea that, like, that made him blow up and was like, you're going to get abandoned here X amount of miles from any civilization just because you said it's fucking hot, you cursed in his presence. I 100% believe that if your life was in danger, he's not being the man to protect you.
That is exactly what I was saying. Yeah, you just like pull it out. Yeah.
Yep.
I was literally about to say that. If you were in danger, he would not protect you.
Yep.
He would not be at your side. He would let you get beat by a boyfriend or by your husband or by some random guy. He'd be like, oh, well, she fucking deserved it. Like, bro, that's crazy.
And there is 100% a man out there that will defend your life
and
without being blood. Without being blood. and he will put his life on the line for yours because he sees the value in you. So
1,000.
Yeah, cut family off. Fuck them.
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
Except for your mom. It seems like she's kind of coming to her senses.
Yeah.
I would try to nurture that as much as possible.
Yeah.
If she wants to choose, let her choose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Be there for those that are going to be there for you.
Exactly.
You know, that's just really what it comes down to. Whether they're blood or not, you be there for the people who are going to be there for you.
Yes.
Whether they're blood or not, like that is the decision and choice you need to make, and it's just what it comes down to. So, all right, you guys let us know what you think about that one in the comments. On to our next one. Am I the asshole for rejecting a special needs girl? All right. So I have a girlfriend who is the same age as me, and we have been together for 2 years, and many people know this. I'm sitting in algebra. Yes, I'm 16, and some girl I haven't talked to more than once who also has Down syndrome comes in with a promposal sign and a group of people hyping her up. I had no idea it was for me. But then she asks, and I almost froze. So I politely said no and explained I have a girlfriend who I already asked to prom. And then everyone started flaming me. Am I the asshole? No, because you got a girlfriend.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, what?
Yeah.
So you wanted me to cheat on my girlfriend because this girl who has Down syndrome asked me out. Like, look, I get it. They probably are trying to put the stigma of like, man, that's fucked up, bro. She got Down syndrome.
Yeah.
You said no to her, bro. That's fucked up. And it's like, why are we treating her
any different?
Any different because she has Down syndrome? Like she's a regular girl asking a guy out.
Yep.
She got rejected. It is what it is.
Yep.
Like that makes no difference. Even if this girl was regular, she wasn't special needs. And I say regular because they're trying to classify her as special needs.
Yeah.
So they're gonna classify her as special needs. We're gonna say a regular girl.
Yeah.
Asks him and he says no. I have a girlfriend. What's the difference?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like what the fuck, man? That's so dumb.
Yeah.
But
especially because it sounds like you guys have had no prior interaction, so there was no real reason other than possibly in her head she kind of had this story for you guys of like this is the moment where things like kind of take a turn and you see her for the person that she is and you guys like fall in love and shit like that. Like it's probably like a made up story in her mind, right? But that's the idea where I think it's called neurotypical or whatever versus like neurodivergent is like the terms for like regular, if you will, or like someone with Downs, right?
Okay.
But the idea is still, like you said, if she was neurotypical and she did that and, you know, like people saw that, they'd probably be more so like, dude, he has a girlfriend. What the fuck are you doing?
Exactly.
And you guys have not talked before at all. What the fuck, you know? But like they're kind of trying to make it this like make a wish kind of thing where, you know, she's like, stop.
I don't know why that was so funny. Like she's dying or something.
But that's what they're trying to make it is like.
No, I agree. I agree 1,000%.
She's neurodivergent or neuro non-typical, right, or something. And like they're like, yeah, dude, like you should have just said yes because whatever fucking reason. I couldn't even imagine a reason, right? But the idea is like. You know, you have a girlfriend already prior established. Yeah. You know, there's not really a reason for you to, you know, say yes, I'll go to prom with you or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't say like you're an asshole. You did anything wrong.
No. You did right by your girlfriend, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's what it comes down to. Like you need to be the type of man that. It doesn't matter what other people think.
Yes.
You did the right thing, and you know you did the right thing. Fuck what other people think. Again, don't be like women, bro, and follow the crowd. And just because they're saying one thing and you feel like, oh, I have to agree with... No, bro. Be your own man. Yeah. Be your own man. Tell them to fuck off. And be like, nah, bro. Like, and you tell your girl, like, these weirdos fucking came into my classroom talking about, oh, you didn't say yes to this Down syndrome girl. I told him, I was like, bro, I got a girlfriend. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like, be your own man, bro. Make your own decision. I get it. You're 16. You probably don't really have that mindset. And that's understandable. But that's why we're here to tell you, bro, be your own man. Be your own man. Have your own thoughts. Walk your own path. Fuck what everybody else thinks, bro. And I get it. High school is that.
Yeah.
We were in high school before. We know. We thought we worried about what everybody thought about us. We worried about, oh, are we cool, or are we this, or are we that? Well, don't worry. We understand.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why we're able to kind of give the advice that we're able to give, because we were there. We've been there. We've done that. We know what you're going through. We know what mindset you're in. So again, don't listen to what everybody else got to say. Think on your own.
Yeah.
Be a man.
And the idea is, if you're worried about it, it just means you kind of have too much time on your hands, because really someone that's like working towards a goal is gonna be like, yeah, that shit's fucking stupid, whatever, and then you're gonna get right back into being busy and like taking care of what you need to take care of. I know it's a little hard because in high school, like, that's kind of, everything's pretty prevalent, right? You don't have too much to keep you busy, right?
Yeah.
But that's the idea of, like, if you have time to worry about this stuff, you have too much time on your hands, right?
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for them, the people that are flaming you. Like, if they got nothing better going on in life, where they're gonna every day come to school and like, you rejected a Down syndrome girl, you rejected a Down syndrome girl, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, put that on repeat. It's like, all right, you don't got like homework or some shit to be like, look, like, pay attention in class, you know, like something.
Either that, or put your arm around your girl and be like, nigga, I'm getting pussy.
Yeah.
Fuck out my way. You know what I mean? Like,
Some
bro,
shit, yeah.
like show superiority over these dudes, because that's what he's coming at. He's saying, like, put yourself above them.
Yeah,
you don't have to be on their level. You don't have to be below them because they feel that you should be.
Yeah.
You put yourself above them. Like, bro, I have a girlfriend. Like, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm getting coochie tonight, like, after school. What are you doing? You gonna go to Jack in the Box and jerk your shit at home? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Because that's probably what it is. That's most likely the dudes that are saying that crap. They're gonna go home. They're gonna play video games and jerk their dick. While you're over here, you got a girlfriend and you're doing things, you know. And I always say, like, especially nowadays when you're 16, like, you can busy yourself. You can start a YouTube channel. You can, get online and be a part of groups and all this kind of stuff. Like, you can definitely effectuate change, you know what I mean, within your own life. Like, there's no way. And then you're 16, bro, go get some, ask your parents, or, work, get a job, whatever, get some money, start getting some weights, man, work on your physique, shit like that. Like, bro, you're 16. That doesn't mean you can't keep yourself busy. There is shit to do and there's shit to be done, bro. And if you want to keep that girlfriend, I say you start that mindset now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting in the gym, start being disciplined, get into a hobby that can then make you money later on. Start finding things that, really can grow you as a man outside of school. Like, keep yourself busy, bro. And trust me, you're going to be like, bro, I'm running a business. I work out. I got my girl. Like, I don't got time to think about you weirdos. Get the fuck out my face, bro.
Yeah, 16 really is a powerful age
100%.
in a man's life, or even a
100%.
woman's life. But yeah, it's really something where if you start now, you're going to see great returns by the time 10 years go by.
By the time you're our age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to be crazy successful.
Yes.
So you guys let us know what you think about that one in the comments. Let's get on to our next one. Okay. Is the only way to date the apps these days?
No.
It is apparent to me that the only true way to date nowadays is the apps. What? Huh? No. Damn it, I don't know where my wrong button is. All right. God damn it. I can't find my wrong button.
Right here. Oh, we both hit it.
All right. You have to be at least one. You have to at least be on one. I've never met anyone IRL. The only time I met someone to date was in the apps. Prime reason was every time I went out to some hobby group, it was mostly men. Even if there were women there, and this is a big if, most of them were taken or not interested in dating. Only in friendships. I found the singles events to be worse than the apps because they cost money and it's less likely to get a match there than on the apps. Since I don't get matches on these apps after friends and family check them, I don't rely on anyone's advice. I have decided to give up on dating almost entirely. I don't see any good way around it at this point. Getting a good match now is like winning the lottery. You may as well not bother playing and invest in some hobbies you enjoy. I think you're just 1,000% wrong and you're just completely lost.
Yeah, you're looking in the wrong spots, clown.
Yeah, you really are. And this is a woman, and I don't know how you're failing on dating apps. That's crazy to me that you're a woman and failing on dating apps. Like, that's wild. I don't know what it is that you're doing wrong, but you're doing something massively wrong if you're failing on dating apps. Dating apps, you should have the plethora of choices. Like,
wait, this is a woman?
This is a woman.
Oh.
This is a woman. This is not a dude. I thought it was a dude.
Yeah, because they said when I do like hobbies and shit, it's mostly men or something.
No, it's she said I went out to some hobby groups and it was mostly men. Even if there are women there, and it's a big if, then most of them are taken or not interested in dating. Oh, maybe it is a dude.
Yeah, I think it's a dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because when I read it, it seemed like it was a woman that was going to those. You know how they've been saying that when they go to the dating conventions or whatever, it's just like all women.
I haven't heard that, but I mean, what you're saying makes sense.
Yeah, well, I've seen it online a few times.
Okay.
I know the listeners have probably heard it a few times where women are like, "Oh, I paid to go to this like dating mixer thing, kind of like speed dating," and they're like, "It was all women. It was all women and maybe like 2 dudes, and nobody's really interested in the dudes, and so all the girls were just talking to each other and and so on and so forth." But okay, if this is a dude, then yeah. I can give better advice on this one then. Okay, but that's good. You're dumb, dude. You need to go out and talk to women. You need to talk to women, bro. And this is what I mean is you need to go out and talk to women and ask yourself, how many times am I going to get rejected? Okay? How many times am I going to get rejected? And you go out and you're just like, you start talking to girls, you walk up to them and you just expect to be rejected. And that's just the way it goes. You expect to be rejected because when you expect that, it allows you to kind of walk into the situation with not as like high expectations for anything to happen. So then when something does happen, you're like, oh shit, yo, this worked. You know, and it's great. You're like, awesome, you know, but I think what it is a confidence issue for you. That's what I think it is. It's a confidence issue with you. I did have a video that illustrated that, but I don't know if I'll be able to find it.
Yeah, the idea is like if you in your mind picture the woman you want and you're thinking you want to reverse engineer picking her up or talking to her, right? What would she possibly be doing out in the world to where you could find her, right? Do you want a woman that has the same hobbies as you? Are those hobbies for women? You know, like that kind of thing. You got to like start thinking about her like, well, you know, if she doesn't like the same hobbies as me, that's fine. What would she like or what could she like? Start going there.
Yeah.
And then seeing, because 100% some women like, I got to get out the house. And they just start going out and doing shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like single women will go out and yeah, a lot of them are on the apps, but that's just like the lazy, like, not looking for anything kind of serious way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're kind of on those apps just sitting back and seeing what they can get.
100%. They're there kind of just for the validation, the attention,
Yeah.
to see what is out there. They're not really looking to be serious.
Yeah.
But I'm going to show you a video of exactly what I'm talking about, where I say you need to go out and talk to as many girls and be in the mindset of I am going to get rejected. And then when you finally get a girl that doesn't reject you, you're like, oh shit. I'm going to show you an example right here. This video is perfect for exactly what I'm telling you. You can see it firsthand. So,
like nervous because I've never done this before. I've never done cold approach to women. So we're going to see how brutal it really is. Hey, do you remember me?
What's that?
Do you remember me?
What's that?
Do you remember me? No, you don't. Excuse me? Hey, I told myself I was going to stop the pretty... Are you good? You want to talk? Alright, no worries. Hey, do you remember me?
What?
Do you remember me?
No.
Because we never met. Hey, would you be really upset or really happy if something really good happened to your friend?
If something really good
happened
to her, I'll be very happy.
Yeah. How old are you guys?
19.
Are you guys actually 18 or are you messing with me?
I'm actually 19.
Yeah. Are you?
I'm 19.
I need to see ID. I gotta see it. You're right. What's your name?
Angelina?
Nice to meet you, Johnny.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I just told myself I'll, stop the prettiest girl, and
Thank you.
here you are. Yeah.
Thank you.
What are you guys doing here? Just walking around,
yeah.
shopping around. Yeah. Okay. Heck yeah. So I'm like really awkward. I don't know if you could tell or not. Yeah, I'm like pretty nervous right now.
It's okay.
Yeah. What's your ethnicity? Like, what's your background? You're like part Irish?
I'm Italian and French.
Oh, okay.
I have a little Irish.
A little bit Irish? Okay, heck yeah.
I'm mainly Italian and German.
Okay, heck yeah. Yeah. Can we grab some coffee sometime? Maybe on the weekend?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah? All right. Let me get your number down.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, boom.
Simple.
See what I mean?
Super simple.
That's
Bones.
what I mean, bro. He's an awkward guy. He doesn't go out and approach women all the time. He said it himself. And look what happened. He approached a bunch of women, got rejected left and right. Now, he had very terrible approach, but I get it. That's going to be you. You're going to be nervous. You're going to fall over your words. You're going to be, not as confident. That's fine. But what you're going to do is you're going to get rejected. 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 And then there's that one time you don't get rejected and you get the girl's number. Yep. And then you have a date lined up. And then you think to yourself, wow, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't that hard. Okay. I could do that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's why I say go out there and talk to as many women as possible. And what your goal is to see how many times you can get rejected. Not how many girls you can get, but how many girls you can get rejected by. Why? Because when you go out there with the mindset I'm going to be rejected, you don't get your hopes up. You're not going to be like, oh my God, everything's great. And then you're like, oh man. No, you're going to be like, I expected this. I knew that this was going to happen. And then when it doesn't happen, like it happened at the end of the video, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go, baby. I got a date. Like, yo, this girl was cute and this and that. And you're driving home excited.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's why I always say for men, get off the dating apps, get off Instagram, get off all this bullshit, go to the gym, get your money up, be the best version of you can possibly be, and talk to as many women as you possibly can. Whether you're just out at the grocery store, whether you're at the mall, whether you're at the gym, it does not matter where you're at. He went to the mall. You can go to the mall. But for you, wherever it is that you frequent, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I talk to bitches at the grocery store. All right, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's where I talk to my huz, if you will. But that's what I'm saying, though. That is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, ain't no caps in my raps, baby.
Yeah, there's the idea as well. And I just feel like sales kind of helps with everyday life. So that's why I reference sales a lot. The idea, though, is I used to sell door to door, and the mindset that really helped me shift into not feeling so down when I would go to doors and people would like reject me was exactly what the Rig 4 said. See how many no's you could get, because every no makes you one step closer to a yes, right? Yep. And it's just like he said, right? I'd go door to door, expect the no's. I'd be like, yeah, what's up? Like, I'm out here doing this shit, right? And then every step further, I was like, oh shit, I'm further? Perfect. And then I'd keep going. I'm like, damn, I got further? Perfect. And then I would just keep going, get the repetitions. And then eventually I just got to the point where I started saying shit to anyone, everyone, right? Like people working out in their car. I'd be like, yeah, go ahead, stop working on your car, listen to this,
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of stuff. Or like I'd be like, hey, I see you're busy. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Look, stop cutting the grass. Stop feeding your baby, stop doing this, stop doing that, you just get so numb to the idea of people getting pissed off at you. You don't care what happens.
Or just rejection in general.
Right? I think it kind of rings true wherever you go. I see it a lot on the internet, and also my mentor kind of helped me with this idea where the idea of when you go to pitch anything, right? People in that market, there's 10% of people will buy or do whatever you're gonna like offer them no matter what, because they're just in that situation looking for it. 10% of them, 10 to 20, right? 10 to 20% of people are not gonna do it no matter what because they're not looking. And then the rest is up to you to really like, once you improve upon your game and who you are as a person, is to sway over, right? There's like 60 to 80% of the people that are in like that maybe category, where like you could see in the beginning of like the lack of confidence had some of these other women kind of like stop and like, what's this guy talking about? Mm-hmm. And then they were like, yeah, your game's not there enough, get the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? Whereas these women kind of fell in that category of like the 10 to 20 that no matter what are gonna do it because they're like, this guy seems chill, I've been looking for a relationship, let's see where this goes kind of ordeal. You know what I mean? So the 10 to 20 that don't are not going to do it no matter what, won't even acknowledge that you're saying anything.
Yeah.
And those probably hurt the worst, but you got to get those out of your system too. So it's like he said, you know, try to get as many rejections as you can, because then you'll eventually find that 10 to 20 that no matter what are going to do it, right? Not to say that they're easy, but it's the saying that like they're looking for what you're looking for. Exactly. And you guys align.
Yep.
But if you never take any shots, you're never going to find anyone. So
yeah, that's why we say don't give up on dating, dude.
Yeah.
It's just you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that you're talking about I'm on dating apps and I go to these little functions and all this stuff and girls are not free, bro, that's a bullshit. You're putting yourself in the wrong positions and you're looking in the wrong places. Again, that's why I say go to places that you already go to, that you already, you know, frequent and you already go to and stuff like that. And just talk to women, bro. It's not like it's not gonna hurt. You know what I mean? It's not gonna hurt anything. You just talking to women. It's easy as that, bro. It's easy as that.
Yeah, because there's like you see from the clips before where he's like, do you remember me? And they're like, what? Do you remember me? There's a difference between that and like, oh shoot, you remember me? And they're like, should I? Like, shit, girl, I was just in your dreams 2 days ago. You know what I mean? Like some shit like that. They're like, oh, this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit versus like it's the idea of like that 60 to 80% that's in that maybe category, like you saw in the beginning. It's the level of confidence you come in with that'll really change that dynamic. You know what I mean?
You have to build that confidence first. And that's why I showed that video, because it's a perfect example of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You go, you talk to women in the mindset of getting rejected, and then you build that confidence. That way, once you've built that confidence, you'll meet the girl, and then she'll be like, oh yeah, you know, she'll have a conversation with you, she'll get the number, you'll possibly go out on a date, and it's great. You know what I mean? And look, even if you get the girl's number, she agrees to go out on a date with you, I think he's stupid. I think what you should do is when you do meet a girl like at a mall like that or something like that, you have the date like right then and there. I don't give a fuck if the friend is there. You say, hey, what are you doing right now? You know, let's literally go on a date right now, and your friend can come too. You know what I mean? And kind of like big dick energy like that. I ain't gonna lie to you, because the thing is girls can forget you very fast. Girls can be talked out of going on a date with you very fast. Girls can literally, you know, get cold feet and the cold shoulder, or literally right after she gets done talking to you, she meets another guy and he's better than you. That's why I always say, if you do get a girl's number, okay, and you're at a mall or you're out somewhere or whatever, hey, what are you doing right now? Let me take you out right now. Are you hungry? You want to go do this, that? You know what I mean? Even if her friend's there, hey, you can come with. Come on, let's go. Let's all have a good time.
Because then you set yourself up to have that immediate social proof where, like, she's like, girl, I liked him. Like, he was confident. He took us both out. Like, he didn't necessarily pay for me, but he was, like, chill to hang out with. You know what I mean? Like, you should definitely see him again. And then you get that, like, that level of confidence fuses with you, and then other women can sense that, because if you're in this confidence level of like, I take women out all the time, right? Like, not necessarily that you do, but if you exude that confidence, it'll be felt, and they'll be like, this guy seems safe, you know. He obviously has the confidence to be doing this, because he, you know, may do this pretty often. Like, you know, he's safe. Let's see where this goes. So it kind of like what he's saying makes a lot of sense, especially if you're at the mall already, you know what I mean? Like at the grocery store, you know, groceries, you got perishables, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, unless you're gonna be ballsy enough to be like, oh, shit, it looks like you got some good ingredients to start cooking me some food right now. You know what I mean? Then they're like, what you know what I mean? But hey, the more audacity you shoot with, you know, what if it goes in?
But see, the thing is though, like, this is how I get around that is, whenever I meet a girl at, like I said, I meet a lot of girls that I talk to at the grocery store. And this is like one time, true story, met a girl at a grocery store. I think I told you the story. We were hitting all the same aisles at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And so then I asked her out and whatnot, and I set it up for later that day. I was just like, hey, you know, after you've gone home and, you know, put away your groceries, we should do something. And she was like, oh wow, you know, I didn't know I would be doing anything today. I'm like, oh, so you must be free. All right, you know what I mean? And that kind of level of confidence kind of blindsides women a lot of times, because they're like, oh shit, I was not expecting this. Oh yeah, sure. And you take her out on a date right then and there. Again, women get so much attention and they get so much, like, so many offers. You kind of got to be that, like, undeniable guy.
Yeah.
You know, you got to just be that guy that's boom, 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 ready to go. You can't say, oh, yeah, no, I'll get your number and I'll text you 3 days later and then we'll set up a date a week later. Nah, that just don't work no more. That just doesn't work anymore. That worked back in the early 2000s, but that don't work now. You got to be quick with it, man.
Facts.
But you guys let us know what you think about that one in the comments. All right. Hopefully that helped out, you know, that guy, or maybe, you know, you guys that are in the same position where you feel like dating is impossible. I showed you it can be done. I showed you a video. It can be done. So, all right, let's get on to our last one. This one is what happened with this girl. Okay. I need advice. So I went to a concert alone since no one I know wanted to come with me. While the openers were performing, I went and bought some food and sat down at this bench. On the opposite side of it was a pretty girl. We'll call her Liz. That's my favorite name. I ain't gonna cap. We made eye contact and she smiled at me, so I smiled back. I've been working on being better at socializing sometime after I got up and asked her if I could sit with her, and she said yeah. I asked if she was waiting on anyone since she was alone. Since she was alone and she, like me, came to the concert alone due to no one wanting to spend money on the performance. We talked about our plans, career and academically, family, music, the concert itself, amongst other things, and we were talking for a good 20 minutes. I bought her a drink, which she was super thankful for. I got a VIP pit ticket, and I told her about it and was like, maybe I can get you to come with me, and she liked the idea. She said she would head to the bathroom so we could get going, and I asked for her number, but she ended up getting mine and said, I'll text you. She left for the bathroom. Then I saw someone from high school, a girl, and we were catching up. I felt my phone buzz, and I saw it was Liz, who texted me. When a number or two later, I saw the Liz walking outside the venue. Okay. Was confused since the plan was to get her into the pit. By the time I was in the pit, I texted her about getting her in, and she never responded. What happened? She saw you with the other girl and thought you were just playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She saw that you were talking to the other girl and was just like, wow, okay. Wow. I walk away to go to the bathroom and you're already talking to another girl. Crazy work. All right, cool then. Bye. Yeah. Leaving you. Like, that's what happened, bro. Yeah.
It's just a simple mistake. I mean, it's not anything crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you could hit her with like a, hey, I know it was, it might have been a little confusing, but like, that was just someone I knew. I can assure you that wasn't like a me fucking around kind of thing. You know?
Yeah.
And if she don't respond, she don't respond. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
This is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's simple miscommunication, and she probably took it the wrong way. Like, wow, seriously? Like, you just went up to me and hit me up, and then now you're hitting up this next girl. You're just collecting numbers. Yeah. Like, that's how she felt about it, bro. You didn't really do anything wrong because that girl came up to you. Yeah. So it was not like you could just, push her in the face and be like, bitch, get the fuck out. You were being nice, and I understand that. But again, you could try, like he said, you could try to just text her, hey, that wasn't, anybody. That was just a friend I was catching up with, or an old classmate. Like, I really wanted to hang out with you, but but if she doesn't respond, she doesn't respond.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. There's plenty of fish in the sea type shit.
There really is. Yeah. There really is, man. So you'll be all right. Don't worry about it, man. But that's going to be today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode, man. It was a dope episode. I appreciate you guys for hanging out and all the good stuff. Let us know what you thought about all the videos as well as everything we've gone over today. Let us know what you thought about the scenario sent in by you lovely peoples. And that'll be that. I'll be back on Tuesday for another amazing episode. He'll be back on Sunday. Again, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast. Get down there and get that exclusive episode, as well as the getting access to the free Patreon episode. And then audio listeners, thank you guys so much for downloading and rating us 5 stars on your preferred platform. If you want to help out even more, go ahead and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, as well as subscribing on YouTube. All of that is linked down in the description. Follow our boy over here on MikeLife333 on Instagram and TikTok. All the links are down in the description.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Love being out here on these Sunday episodes. Daddy loves to be here for you guys.
Baby.
So
baby.
Keep showing the appreciation. we're going to keep putting out the best that we can for you guys. You know, this man is the true driving engine behind the whole show. You know, I do what I can, but, you know, nothing's possible without this man as well as you guys. So I do appreciate everything that you guys put into the show, and we appreciate you guys as well. So
oh, yeah, man.
Definitely love doing this. I'll see you guys next episode.
All right, man. We love you guys all. We'll see you later. Peace.